Vice President Kamala Harris, or how about President Kamala Harris? Do y'all understand what happens if something happens to the sitting president, right? Doesn't the vice president then become the president of the United States? Look, Joe Biden, I mean, it's already being set up, and I have a separate video about Donald Trump and how I think that basically Donald Trump may quote unquote pass away, but he'll really just be in that bunker hiding out underground. So stay tuned for that video. To make sure you see it, click the thumbs up button, thumbs up this video right now. Click subscribe, choose all notifications. That way you'll receive alerts when that video gets posted. You know, come back to the channel periodically, let's say every day. Click the videos tab because YouTube doesn't technically send out notifications every time like they're supposed to. They'll send out like 3 a day, and I'm going to be posting a lot of videos. But anyways, here's the thing. I just found out today, August 11th of 2020, you know, the news, so-called news, was announced, even though we already knew that he was gonna pick Kamala Harris because he said that he wanted a quote-unquote black woman to run with him, even though she's not black. If y'all didn't know that, she's actually Indian and Jamaican, and they keep saying that she is African American. Here's the issue, right? She's Indian and Jamaican. Jamaicans are Caribbeans, okay, for the record, and Indians, yes, are Asians. So now they're trying to sell her as the first black American, African American, whatever that means. Charlize Theron is an actual African American. But anyways, they're trying to sell Kamala Harris as the first African American female vice president nominee, as well as the first Asian American vice president nominee. Kamala Harris, years ago, for what I understand, never even claimed to be black. She said that she was Asian or whatever. And I think she might have talked about her Jamaican roots. Her mother's Indian, her dad is Jamaican. She's not black. She's not black. Do I have to say it for the people in the back? She's not black, okay? Is she mixed? Technically she is. However, she's not. I think y'all get the point. But yeah, I came to the conclusion that possibly, maybe, because with everything that's going on, you know, with the pandemic and everything, I feel as if they want to put her, and I told people this too. I said, the only way for there to be like martial law and all this other like crazy stuff, that the people who are in charge on both sides, because it's all one big gang, at the end of the day, for those people to get what they want to happen, which is a total shutdown, a cashless society. You know, there's a coin shortage right now, you know, because if people have the choice to lose 50 cents every time they go to the store, of course they would say, well, just I'll use my card instead of using cash, because, you know, y'all don't have the change to make sure that I, you know, get back my 89 cents or 50 cents or 13 or 25 cents, however much, right? 26 cents, you know, it adds up after a while. How often do you go to the store? You know, that could be hundreds of dollars every year. For some people, it could be in the high hundreds. So they're conditioning us to start only using cash. They want gun grabs. They want, you know, a cashless society. They want mandatory vaccines. Trump just said on TV very recently that the military is already ready. They are prepared to give out the vaccine once it's made, which y'all know it's already made, right? It's already done. But they're going to roll out the vaccine in a very powerful way. That's not the military's job. The military is not supposed to be going door to door and giving people mandatory vaccines. But people who are into conspiracies said this decades ago. They said that they were going to be doing mandatory vaccines. They said the military was going to be going to people's doors, door to door, house after house. They said that there were going to be gun grabs and all this other stuff. The conspiracy people said this stuff so long ago. And now it's like we see this stuff coming into fruition. They said it was going to be a cashless society. People were going to have to use their, like national ID card or something like that. There were going to be checkpoints. People were going to be stopped. There were going to be people who were not let into the country, people who were not let out. People were going to be denied services when they go to the store. Now you can't go to the store without a mask on in a lot of places. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not trying to sound like Alex Jones here, because he's an idiot and a crazy person, which most conservatives are, but that's a whole nother topic. But most liberals are the devil too. So let's not get it twisted here. I don't support Democrats. I don't support Republicans. And, you know, most Americans aren't smart enough to say, hey, well, why don't we just vote for somebody who's not a Democrat or a Republican? That'll shake things up. But Americans are idiots. They're not smart enough to do that. that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Your vote doesn't matter because the electoral college, the hidden hand, I like to call the electoral college the Illuminati, because nobody can name them. It's like, we know they exist, but who's the electoral college? You know, they choose who the president is. You guys go out there and vote for all the stupid people, and your vote doesn't count because Hillary Clinton got almost 3 million more votes than Trump did. You know, it's a conspiracy. What did you say, Alex Jones? I said the Bilderbergers, the Illuminati, the Trilateral Commission, got together on Jekyll Island, and they drank Jim Jones Kool-Aid. And then the devil appeared and gave them a message. Well, what was the message, Alex Jones? Well, basically what Satan said was that the military was going to use HAARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Project, and they were going to use it to control the weather and make storms and earthquakes everywhere, tidal waves, destroy Florida, destroy California, tornadoes throughout the Midwest, hurricanes in the South, to spread disease, famine, and pestilence, open up Walmarts, schools, and other big buildings and use them as concentration camps. Military contractors, secret police in the military were going to be arresting normal citizens who weren't doing anything and put them in concentration camps. Trump and Biden may fake their deaths and hide out in the underground bunker with Kamala while all of this chaos is going on. And then we can have the New World Order. Well, Alex, what is the New World Order? The United Nations is the New World Order, like George Bush told you. You mean CIA George Bush? That guy. Well, what are all of these protests really about? I mean, why are all these people out here really protesting, Alex Jones? Face scans. And they need your biometrics. They need to see how you move, what your face looks like. They need to tap into your image. So they can tell who you are by the way you walk? Yes. Well, you know, Alex Jones, I heard that they're supposed to be giving, 3 or 400 million, whatever, however many people are in America. It's like 350 million of us, plus people hiding out. So let's just say 400 million approximately. How are they going to distribute vaccines to 400 million people? That's almost a 500 million people in America alone. Well, it's just for the living. So in other words, a lot of people are just not going to make it, and in that way they don't have to give out the vaccines to as many people who are here now. Well, what about the worldwide scale? We're talking about over 7 billion people, about 8 billion or so people. So how are they just going to start getting rid of people everywhere? Have you ever heard of the Georgia Guidestones? They're trying to knock the population down to 500 million people on Earth. Wow, Alex Jones, I mean, you're scaring me, dude. The stuff you're talking about is heavy. About as heavy as you. But what do you think about Kamala Harris pandering to black Americans? What do you think about her speaking improper English and stuff like that? And that's supposed to, I guess, sound like us, pulling hot sauce out of her purse and dancing. Hillary Clinton and all the other clearly insane people. I mean, the stuff that they're doing, it just very insulting to my people. What do you think about that? Well, the Klan were Democrats originally, but aren't the conservatives basically the ones wearing the robes now? Precisely. It's all the same gang. Well, thank you, Alex Jones. That's all the questions I have for you today. I hate your videos. Click. Had to hang up on him real quick. So here's the thing, right? I know that this is real awkward how I just ended up doing a silly, ridiculous, horrible Alex Jones impression out of nowhere. But let me tell you guys something right now about this whole thing that's happening, all of the shenanigans. Do y'all remember that right before they announced that there was, the whole COVID thing, the military popped up in like everybody's city as if they were preparing for something? And everybody was wondering, like, why is the military popping up everywhere? People around the country. And then there was also, most recently, the fireworks thing. But I have a separate video about the fireworks and what that was possibly about. So that's why you got to make sure you're subscribed to all 3 channels. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to post that one on one of my other channels. Actually, this video right here might be a little bit too heavy for my main channel. I might have to post this on the Uncensored channel. I just realized something. This might be a little bit much. I don't even know. I have to think about it. But anyways, because YouTube is so funny. They might not want to pay me for this video. They might want to demonetize this video, citing some sort of BS. I said the word gun, so that's violence. I don't know. It's like I never know what I can say now on YouTube because the rules are getting so strict. They're turning into the Disney Channel. It's like you never know what you can say. I posted videos without, sexuality or violence, and they still were like, oh, no, we can't pay you because it has this or it has that. And then I'm looking at the video. I'll go back and watch it a 3rd or 4th time sometimes just a second time. And I'm like, wait a second, all of that stuff that they're claiming is in my video was not in my video. So the corporations are censoring people in a sense. You know, it's not like everything is censored, like we live in some, you know, foreign country where you can't say anything, where you can't criticize the president or anything like that yet. But the way that conservatives are moving, they're trying to stifle free speech. I mean, Ben Shapiro just did a video talking crap about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and their stupid song, WAP, Wet A-Word P-Word. And I can understand, you know, thinking that the song is offensive or whatever, but conservatives are supposed to be the biggest champions of free speech in the country. It's amazing. So, you know, like, he really should have tread very lightly with that particular topic. But, you know, if there's a chance to attack minorities, then why wouldn't a conservative take it, right? But anyways, and for the record, I just want to say this for all you people who think that, like, I hate conservatives and I love liberals. No, trust me, I can't stand liberals. I can't stand Democrats. I know better, okay? I would be what they would call a quote-unquote centrist, so-called. But remember this, Kamala Harris said that she won't do anything specific for blacks. She already said that, okay? That's number one. Number two, she has a heck of a record as far as locking up black men. God, I had to pause my recording. I looked on Twitter for a second to see what was going on. You know, the trends change. It's August 11th of 2020 as Meat Magazine is recording this. Meat Magazine on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and MeWe, Meat Magazine blog on Instagram. And I saw Pocahontas trending. So I thought that maybe somebody was calling Kamala Harris Pocahontas. But actually, it was Trump calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas. And he was calling Joe Biden Sleepy Joe again. And he was saying some crap about how basically she was like worse than Elizabeth Warren or Pocahontas, as he called her, quote unquote, which is that's offensive. Like, why would the president say such stupid stuff? But look at the stupid people who vote for him. Now, here's the thing, though. Now, while people who do vote for Trump are stupid, people who will vote for Biden are even dumber. And let me tell you something right now. At this point, I would rather for Trump to just stay in office. We need the hashtag pause button. The reason why is because, could you imagine the taxes getting higher at a time like this? What we really need is a huge tax cut and a very tiny military budget. Because if I'm not mistaken, the military in America spends, like, let's say, well, first of all, the U.S. military is number one as far as budget is concerned. Reckless spending. All of these, like, jets and just all types of crap. I mean, they even give plastic surgery to soldiers. Why? And we pay for that crap. But the U.S. military budget is, like, if I'm not mistaken, is higher than the next 10 or 11 countries on the list combined. So it's just completely off the charts, and it just shouldn't be going on. But anyways, I think we need to press the pause button. Just leave Trump in there. Remember, Kamala Harris is extremely pro-cop. Joe Biden is so against my people that Kamala Harris even called him out for it. But she is too. And you think that, what do you think is going to happen as far as the relations with police in this country when we're at a point where they have secret police just popping up on protesters and throwing them into unmarked vans? Okay? And since crap like that is going on, like, do you really think right now is a good time to have somebody in there who's probably even more pro-cop than Trump? Remember, she used to let cops get away with basically whatever. And you want somebody like that in political office? You want somebody like that in the Oval Office? Are you sure you want her in the Yoni? I don't want her in the Yoni, in the Oval Office. No. But anyways, this is all my opinion. So let me know you listened all the way into the end of this video. The secret password to say in the comment section is pause button or hashtag pause button, because that's what we need to press right now. It's just my personal opinion. I don't like Trump. Can't stand Trump. I don't like Kamala. Can't stand Kamala. I don't like Biden or Pence. Can't stand any of them. But since Americans are too dumb to understand the Electoral College are the ones who choose the president, and they need to be outed, we need to know who these people are, well, then I came to the conclusion that we need to press the hashtag pause button. Do y'all think that Joe Biden and Trump, or one or the other, or both, are going to fake their deaths and be up in that underground bunker together? Let me know. Or some sort of underground city, deep underground military bunker or something. Anyways, let me know what y'all think about it below. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and choose all notifications. thumbs up, comment, subscribe, choose all notifications. If you don't know what to say, just say hi in the comments. I appreciate your comments. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. All right, y'all. I can't believe I actually said algorithm. That's an improvement. Y'all know I can't speak for crap. Anyways, I gotta go, y'all. Mac.